This is Neil with Good Apple Games, and I am very excited to share with you our top 10 board games of 2025. Let's go. Okay, well, first off, we just gotta say, 2025 was an amazing year for board games. There were so many board games, and here's a list of all the board games that I didn't get to but really wanted to. So they're not going to be on this list, not because I didn't have the desire, but because there just wasn't enough time and money this year to do that. But I will definitely be looking into some of these games that came out. There's a lot of heavier games that came out that I really wanted to get to, and I just haven't gotten to the table. Some of the games I actually own and just haven't got to the table, but don't tell anybody. So anyway, I'm very excited though. These are just the games that came out this year that we just loved, kept coming back to, really enjoyed, had some magical memories created. So let's get started with number 10. Which is Gems of Iridecia. This game caught me off guard. So I was scouring Kickstarter for some games, and this one popped up, and the theme was fun, but what really piqued my interest was the market mechanic of the gem value. So the die start at 2, and that's the value of the gems. There's 4 different gems, and there's 4 different dice that indicate the value, but that's also how high a roll you have to roll in order to successfully mine the diamonds. So it's this really cool kind of market balancing effect, and I really like that mechanic. The production quality is very high. Love the game. It's super fun. I've played it, 5 times now, and it always hits. It's always a hit with anyone I'm teaching. It's simple enough to teach, and once you get the hang of it, it's just great. And the components are really fun. You get the shiny gems on there. So Gems of Iridecia, a delightful surprise for 2025, and that is number 10. Number 9 is Star Wars Battle of Hoth. Now, when we were looking at our game library, we didn't have any war games or any wartime simulation games. And when I saw this coming out, there was a lot of hype around it. But the more I dug into it, there is the Memoir 44 battle system that it is actually based on. And I did some research on that game and just saw really good reviews, heard some good things and recommendations. And I love Star Wars and the Battle of Hoth in particular. There was this game in the 90s on the Nintendo 64 called The Shadows of the Empire. And there was this level for for the Battle of Hoth. And it's just a part of my childhood. So the nostalgia is there for me. It's a great system. It's really solid. My wife and I are on, I think, scenario 9 now, so we've gone through quite a bit of the game. It's just a solid war game and really strategic, really fun, but the turns are really snappy as to which we appreciate. So that's Battle of Hoth is number 9. Number 8 is a card game that we have been playing like crazy. You've probably heard us talk about it, and that is Wanted Wombats. This game is, in my opinion, it's the perfect press your luck game. Flip 7 is great. We love Flip 7. We still play Flip 7 probably in larger groups. Wanted Wombats doesn't play as well. I mean, it still scales really good. I think all the way up to, we played with 7 people one time and it worked fine. But I think Flip 7 lends itself better to larger groups. But Wanted Wombats, it just hits the table faster. It's easy to pick up, and it's got a fun theme too. You're looking for these wanted wombats that have committed crimes, and so we just love it. Wanted Wombats. Don't sleep on Wanted Wombats. It's from Barrel Aged Games. I think it's a reprint from a while back, but it's one of our favorite game designers, and they also did Trio, as well as Panda Panda from Allplay. So it's a really, really solid pressure luck party game, and we love it. So that is number 8. Number 7 is probably the heaviest game on the list. From Devir, we've got The White Castle. This game is just so deep strategically, very thought through, a very fun theme as well. We love Asian culture, and it's just a really beautifully produced game. I love the bridge with the dice and how that changes throughout the game. There's so much going on, but really satisfying combos. I love me a good engine builder and just a strategic, beautiful game. And it ticks all the boxes for me. I love White Castle, and I'm very excited to try White Castle Duel. So more to come there. We're going to get that one and do a review on that as well. But White Castle coming in at number 7. Okay, number 6, another card game. Surprise, surprise. When this game came out, we were already huge fans of Trio from Happy Camper. So when they released Jungo, we had really high expectations, and surprise, surprise, it's an absolute riot. It's basically a simpler version of Scout, which we had played before, and we liked the mechanics, but it just was kind of a lot. There were some newer people that we were trying to learn it with, and Jungo is just easier to explain, easier to understand. We love the artwork. It's a little more vibrant, and it's just every time it just has that magical weight and fun factor where every time it hits the table, everybody loves it and wants to play another round. And it's so fun. We love Jungo. It's definitely in our regular rotation, and that is number 6 on our list. Okay, number 5 is a 2-player game, and this one, we just can't get enough of it. And my wife and I play a lot of 2-player games, and so this, when it came out, I was very interested, and sure enough, it's just been an absolute hit, and that is Tag Team. We love Tag Team. I could go on and on about it. The variability with the different fighters, just how simple it is, but how strategically deep it is. Each fighter is so different. There's so much replay value, and I can even play it with my younger kids who are like 7 and 5 years old. And, some of the things I have to kind of walk them through, but it's such a fun time regardless. So we love Tag Team. Plays quick, super fun. Tag Team is number 5. And coming in at number 4 is another 2-player game. That is Toy Battle. This game is, again, just that simple, quick, but so fun and very strategic, surprisingly strategic. It's one of those where you read the rule book and you're like, okay, and then you start playing it and you're like, oh my gosh, let's do that again. It's so fun. So we love Toy Battle. Again, it's just a 2-player game. My wife and I play a lot of those. Got young kids, so sometimes you just got to get those in wherever you can. But Toy Battle is awesome. We've been playing the heck out of that one. That is number 4 on our list. Okay, now as we get further up the list, it gets really tricky because these are all such great games. But number 3 for us is going to be Trinket Trove. What I love about Trinket Trove is how smooth everything flows. The bidding, the turn order, the sets available to get is all so smoothly determined by that bid up front. And it's a little fiddly with, placing your player piece, on the board and moving things around as you go. I highly recommend getting the neoprene mat that comes with the deluxe version of the game. We got that when we bought it, and it just makes a big difference. It kind of shows you where things are laid out, and it's just nicer. Once you learn how to play the game, it's fine without it, but I really appreciate having the neoprene mat, so it just shows you exactly where all the cards go. But this game, it's just addictive. It's so smooth. It's a fun theme. If you're going to have a theme, might as well make it cute little animals collecting trinkets, right? So Trinket Trove is number 3. Number 2 on our list is one of my favorites, and I'm always looking for an excuse to bust this one out, and that is Hot Streak. Hot Streak, need I say more? You've probably heard about Hot Streak all over the place. It's just, what I love about it is it creates these big moments, and it's not the most simple to play with non-gamers, but as long as you know what you're doing and you can facilitate the experience, There's nothing like bidding on goofy mascots and watching them trip over each other and turn around backwards. And it creates such big moments. And there's just enough influence as you trade out those cards each round to feel like you're actually impacting the results. And it's goofy, it's fun. I love the quality of those mascot figures that come in the game. And it's just a hit. It's a riot. Love Hot Streak. And I love introducing people to Hot Streak, and especially non-gamers, because it's just a fun, unique game, and definitely deserves the number 2 spot on our list. Number 1, this was really hard, these last 3, like I said, but number 1 on our list for 2025 is Fate of the Fellowship. I'm always looking for basically 2 things when I'm playing a game. When I'm playing with other people, big moments, laughs, energy, that's one thing that I can look for, like in a Hot Streak, for example. But the other thing that I look for is just really satisfying moments and just really epic moments. I can't remember the last time I was so transported by a game as I was with Fate of the Fellowship. My wife and I played it first, and it really felt like we were in Middle Earth trying to defeat Sauron. And we actually won the first time we played, I think because we played wrong. We didn't understand how the Nazgul worked, and so we probably wouldn't have won. But we ended up winning by the skin of our teeth, and we cast the ring into Mount Doom. And it was just one of the most epic, memorable gaming moments that I've had in years. And the production quality is amazing. I feel like the pandemic system was starting to feel a little worn out, but there's some really unique things they did with this version of the pandemic system, having the double-sided cards with the deck where you're drawing. There's enough unique things going on there with the troops marching across the map instead of a disease. We fell in love with it. We actually got rid of Pandemic because we have Fate of the Fellowship. We're big Lord of the Rings fans in our house, and we're like, this is our favorite version of the Pandemic system, and it's packaged in this amazing theme. The component quality is amazing. The table presence is off the charts. You get these little Nazgul all over the map, and it's just an absolute blast. So Fate of the Fellowship is number 1 on our top 10 board games of 2025. Well, that's our list. Obviously, all these lists are so subjective. Those are just the games that really entertained us and that we fell in love with this year. There's so many good games, so it's hard to boil down these lists, right? But we would love to hear your list. What were some of the games not on our list that you really liked? And we'd love to try those out too. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Good Apple Games channel today. Like, subscribe, and follow. And to everyone out there, we hope you have a very happy new year. We're very excited about 2026, and we look forward to sharing much more content with you. Thank you.